Good morning, ladies and gents. It's Saturday morning. I just got back from New York. Got my master certification for Ferrari, so yay me. We are heading into Lakeville right now. We're doing recording with my phone today because I did not expect to go into Lakeville today, so all the actual audio video stuff is at work in Norwood. So, we are the blue convertible Camaro. They found a bunch of hackery on the main transmission connector plug. I'll show you when we get there. It's horrible, and it's what you should never do when you're putting a harness together. And then Mike's 57 Chevy, the red one way back that I did the 383 stroker and sniper install, is having some starter issues. So we're going to go through that too. So I will see you at the shop. Well, that was my ride for all week while I was down in Jersey doing training. Don't like working on them, don't like driving them. These seats absolutely kill my back. Shit, I love when I get here and there's new surprises for me. What year is this? Could this be my favorite year? I don't think it is. Nope. I don't know, some of you CUDA experts will know. I just know I love the 71. That's what I love. But, oh God, we gotta move shit around because I need to get to the transmission connector to that. And I don't see Mike's 57 here, so I'm gonna have to text Joe and find out where that is, because I could have swore he said it was here, but I don't see it nowhere. But the 75K10's coming along. Noah's got it all primed. Let me put my coffee down, because actually, I don't know if it's here or not. The cab for the step side that's going on the Revo chassis over there. I know Noah got it into sealer. I can't see in this. Let me walk around. We'll see if friggin' idiot. It's right here in front of me. All I had to do was turn around. So this went out to blast. Noah did some cab corners and stuff that needed to be done. I need to clean this poor bike and sell it. But that's all sealed up. He's going to do some finish welding down there, and we're ready to go on that. But yeah, not much has been going on. I've been doing training, housework, finishing up stuff at the shop. The safety checks on the 5 new cars that we got. The Chevelle one, I have already recorded the just putting it up on the lift and going around it, or going over it basically. Monday, 2 days from, no, one day from now. Today's Saturday. I'm an idiot. I'm all screwed up because I haven't been in work since Wednesday up in New Jersey finishing out my training. I will be doing the test drive on the Chevelle Monday, which should be fun. Little known fact, and I only know this, a lot of you probably don't, but I only know it because Ferrari North America is in New Jersey, so that's where we go for training. New Jersey is the only state in the country where you are not allowed. It is illegal to pump your own gas. I almost just spilled my coffee. They are a full service state, and their claim to it's the dumbest thing in the world. I can't stand it because I pump my own gas. I'm a grown up. Their claim is it creates jobs and it's safer, which, yeah, I can see that if you want to stretch it out, sure. But the fact that in that rental, I tried to pull onto the correct side of the pump because my gas door is on the driver's side, and he decided instead to pull me on the other side of the pumps and then stretch the hose across the rear deck of the rental to fill it up. And I watched too as he turned the hose, because you had to have it basically upside down to get it in there because it was so stretched. He's spilling fuel all over the ground, so maybe not safest, yeah. And if it was in my vehicle, but it's in the rental, so whatever. But let me move around a couple of these cars. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, crap. You know what? I'm an idiot. They weren't talking about Mike's 57. They were talking about other Mike's car. So this one is the one with the starter issue. I need to reset and recharge my brain. All right. So let me take a look at this first, and then I will figure out what the hell I got to do to get a lift open for that Camaro. All right, so I also realized the lens on this was really dirty, smudged up with fingerprints just then. So that noise right there, don't mind that. That's just the suspension compressors pumping up. But as you can see, I have nothing. But I do have power, ignition power. So we're going to put it up in the air and check the starter real quick. There is a starter over there. I don't know if they tried a starter already. I got no instruction besides that it had a starting problem. So let's put it up. We'll grab a test light out of Mike's box because I was not planning on working, so I brought no tools with me. And I probably shouldn't hold. I'm going to do this with the camera or with the phone. I shouldn't hold it by that side. Got it. We'll put this up in the air. We'll check for power and everything down at the starter. I'll jump power to my ignition wire and we'll see. We'll just, normal basic diagnostic stuff. I know, riveting for my first back in Lakeville video in a while. You know what? We're gonna real quick see what we got under here. Oh, so it ain't stock. Not bad. We got electric fans. Yep. Is that a March front drive? That might be a March front drive on it. Not too shabby. Ooh, we've got no interior. Okay. It's a standard. Nice. Pistol grip. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I got told nothing about this. So, alright, let me put this up in the air. Grab a test light. Start doing my electric. Okay, so prelim checks. I have 12 volts on my main stud. I am not thrilled about how small, if we can focus here, maybe. I'm not thrilled about how small this main power wire is. That's kind of not great, but it's not my issue. If I jump 12 to this, starter is not turning over, not even clicking. I do have a good ground throughout the engine and the starter itself. I'm going to take a look and see if that is the correct starter for this. Oh, I can already tell this is not, because this is the other style with that connection for the ignition power on. But I mean, it's a safe bet through basic diagnostics. I am good body grounded. I have my battery voltage at the main stud. I jump here, I get nothing. And if I jump under, we'll show you on this one. Can't even get up there. I jump this one to power. It should spin the motor. It does not. So that means something's going on inside the entire assembly. It's kind of screwed. I wish, if this was the right one, I would just throw it in. Let me take a look around, see if we have another starter here. I doubt it. But right now, that's looking like that's what is the problem with Mike's Bel Air. Wow, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the wind, I got the hiccups, sorry. The wind is kicking on the door over there. If you haven't seen this vehicle yet, this is Mike's Bel Air. This was a former magazine car. It's air ride suspension. It'll lay frame. LS 6-speed, super clean car. Really nice. He bought this when we sold, I believe it was when we sold the orange F100 for the world record down in Palm Beach. He bought this, just saw it come across the block and really liked it. And he's had it for a year and a half now, I think is when we sold the truck. And he's had this thing. Had almost no problems with it. We had to put another set of tires on the front just because they were getting old. And we redid ball joints because they were getting worn. But other than that, it's all together. I would like to see it cleaned up a little bit, get rid of this exhaust that the previous owner put on and just put something nicer and neater and mandrel bent and V-banded and everything. But it sounds awesome. It runs and drives awesome. Oh, these crap masters. Yeah, I would like to get rid of those too and put a set of Corsas on it. I'm not a Flowmaster fan. They sound decent. I would say Corsa sounds a lot. They love to rot out from the inside out. It's just uncanny. And 9 out of 10 times they resonate like a mother. So, all right, I'm just going to do a couple more checks just to verify fully that that is my issue, and then see if I can find a starter here to try. That settles that. I gave it a couple of taps and it did turn over a little bit, but it sounds like a bag of marbles. And you can't really see it, but the little vent, there's a whole bunch of brush material falling out of that. So this starter is guaranteed, confirmed. Let me put my Power Probe back up here. That thing is 100% toast. So we need a starter. I think that's what they got here, but they didn't realize this is probably not the stock starter. This is like the LSA style, I believe LS3 too. It's a plug-in for that instead of just a screw-on. But at least I can verify that is done. This might be a super short video because I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to do anything else if I can't get that thing up on a lift. Right. So I got to remember not to cover up the microphone on the phone. I decided in an effort to get this off of the lift so I can get that Camaro on here, going to do a temporary fix with the LSA LS3 whatever push connector style starter. So that is in there with a temporary jumper wire. As you can hear, we now run and start and everything's good. I'm doing it because the way that ignition power stud is on this starter versus the correct, it's an 04 to 06 GTO starter by the part number, the Delco part number that's on there, which then I did confirm this is an 04 to 06 GTO engine. The ignition lug is in a different location, so the wires don't fit awesome because they made them to fit that other starter. So this is good enough to get it in and out of the shop right now. We're going to have him order up the correct starter for it and get that so I can install that at some point, and all the wires will be exactly where they need to be and all that. But that's good because now I can move the Cuda, the Camaro, move this out, and get the Camaro up on the lift and show you that hackery. Remember the struggle bus I had with Sunshine trying to get literally anything done? Get this done, can drive it out. Cuda that I was told starts and runs does not start and run. All right, I guess I gotta look at this now. So much for like a 1, 2, 3 hour day, and then I can go home and continue my pseudo vacation. Apparently there's a kill switch nobody decided to tell me about because I guess the cooling fans stay running, but this is what I also found. So we're starting and running. Yeah, unless I flip the kill switch. Oh God, my wiring brain hurts right now. Can you see the migraine I have right now? So this is the Bel Air aired out. It's not quite laying frame, but I mean, it gets any lower than that, it is. Super cool car. Really like this one. All right, I'm gonna air it back up and then go move the Camaro around and get started on that. I've got room now to move this over to there. Okay. You guys want to see how not to do wiring? That's how not to do wiring. Oh God, I've got to make something out of this. This is going to be fun. Let me tell you, it's days like this where I really appreciate this being my hobby. All right, and away we go. What do I always say? I always say first things first. So I took the starting fluid to this thing and completely cleaned it off because they were all filthy. So we have wires like this light green that's completely broken off. So what I'm going to end up doing, what I don't want to do is mix up like this yellow and that yellow. So I'm going to do them all one at a time and fix them. My most opportune way to do this would be to solder them one by one and heat shrink them. But I've got to go look and see if I have those supplies here. If not, a crimp and seal will work. It's not the best way to do it. Solder and heat shrink would be the absolute best, but I work with what I have right now because I came down here unprepared because I was not planning on coming down here. So, like that pink right there goes to the other side of the pink right there. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I don't know how this thing was shifting or doing anything at all. Holy crap. Okie doke. I'm going to dive right in. Look at that. As luck would have it, I was able to find everything I need to start soldering these. For joy. All right. One down. Like 24 to go. See you in a couple hours. Holy hell. So many of these weren't even crimped. Like I'm just tugging on them and they're sliding right out of the cases. So they didn't even properly crimp the improper crimps. But we're getting there. I got, what, two more, three left. These are all wires that would go over here to my neutral safety switch, which apparently they are not using in this application. I'm not asking questions. I'm just fixing what I need to fix. All right, there we go. So this is a much better, in my opinion, much better correct way to do it in the first place. But just the good way to do it. I'm going to tie these other wires up. So these three and this orange and black all would go to, this is your neutral safety switch Prindle on this style. So obviously we're not using it as a Prindle because we are a floor shift. So I'm guessing they have the neutral safety switch bypassed under the dash, which also isn't the greatest thing to do, but like I said, no, my monkeys, not my circus. Speaking of monkeys, did you guys see all the 40-something escaped monkeys down in, I think it was North Carolina? Haha. All right, so I'm going to wrap this harness, plug it into that connector, and see what happens. Everything should be good. Well, put it down, started it up, was letting it warm up a little bit, was just about ready to jump in it to go for a ride, slowly died out. I don't hear the fuel pump running. Absolutely nothing to do with what I just did. I love other people's projects. Well, after further diagnostics, the car is out of gas. Why didn't I check the gas gauge first? Well, because I figured something they needed me to work on as soon as I got back from being gone for 4 days would have gas in it.